Judy Garland, the star they controlled. Welcome to the Whisper Report, where we explore the untold, the misunderstood, and the silent voices of history and fame. This channel shares emotionally driven storytelling based on publicly available sources and documented history. While we aim to present facts with care, this content reflects human complexity, interpretation, and the whisper between the headlines. Viewer discretion is advised. Before Marilyn, before Madonna, there was Judy Garland, Hollywood's golden girl with a golden voice, and a life that was just anything but magical. She sang about dreams somewhere over the rainbow, but behind the rainbow was a story of control, addiction, and a system that broke her. This is the untold truth of Judy Garland, the girl who wasn't allowed to be a child. Frances Ethel Gum was born on June 10, 1922, in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. From the moment she could walk, she could sing, performing with her sisters as the Gum Sisters by the age 2. By the time she was 13, Hollywood had already taken notice. She signed with MGM, and they gave her a new identity to match. They told her she was too short, too chubby, not as pretty as the other girls. So they began fixing her, putting her on strict diets, altering her teeth, even reshaping her nose. At just 16, she became a household name as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. On screen, she sang about dreams somewhere over the rainbow. But off the screen, that rainbow was built on exhaustion, control, and a growing dependency on pills. Pills to wake her up and pills to make her sleep.
I mean, you just don't come up to a girl and say the humidity is very high for this time of year. Will you marry me?
Well, I just didn't want to get, romantic.
Oh, you just didn't want to get, romantic. What are you saving it for?
Well, I thought we were above that sort of thing.
Star on a leash. Judy's success should have brought her freedom. Instead, it trapped her in an endless cycle. MGM kept her working around the clock, forcing her into grueling filming, schedules with barely time to eat or rest. They monitored her weight daily. If she gained even a pound, they cut her meals and shamed her. They kept her awake with amphetamines during films and sent her to bed with barbiturates at night. The image of America's sweetheart had to be perfect, even if it meant destroying the girl behind it. Her personal life became just as unstable. Multiple marriages, public breakdowns, and at least one suicide attempt were all met with the same cold response from the studio. The show must go on. In 1950, after 15 years of loyalty, MGM chopped Judy officially. They called her unreliable. In reality, they had worked her until there was nothing left to give. Final curtain. By the 1960s, Judy Garland was an icon, but she also was a woman in constant survival mode. She performed in clubs, theaters, and television specials, not out of love for the stage, but because she needed the money. Despite her legendary talent, she often found herself broke. Bad contracts, mismanagement, and years of instability left her financially vulnerable. Yet, when she stepped onto a stage, she still delivered magic. Her voice, worn but powerful. She could silence an entire room, but behind the curtain, the struggles never stopped. Her health was deteriorating, her relationships crumbled, and her addiction only tightened its grip. On June 22nd, 1969, in a London apartment, Judy Garland died from an accidental barbiturate overdose. She was just 47 years old. The coroner said it was accidental. Her fans say Hollywood had been writing her ending for years. The legacy. Judy Garland left behind more than her voice. She left behind a warning. She was proof of how Hollywood dream could turn into a machine that consumed the very people it claimed to celebrate. A child robbed of her childhood, a woman denied of her freedom, and an artist pushed until there was nothing left. Her influence can be felt in every generation that followed. Singers like Barbra Streisand, Liza Minnelli, and her own daughter, and countless others cite Judy as a source of inspiration. The Wizard of Oz remained one of the most beloved films in history, and Over the Rainbow still brings audience to tears. But behind the magic, Judy's story forces us to ask, how many more stars have to fall before Hollywood learns to protect its brightest lights? Even in death, Judy Garland's voice has never truly been silenced. Somewhere over the rainbow, she's finally free. This has been another chapter of the Whisper Report, where we give voice to the ones silenced by fame and by the stories they couldn't tell themselves. Judy Garland's journey was one of the brilliance, heartbreak, and survival in a world that demanded perfection. Her full story premieres August 7th on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, and join us, because every whisper has a story if you're quiet enough to hear it.